Spoilers are in full swing for the Egyptian god structure decks. Share, crap out, subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. The Egyptian god structure decks, Obelisk and Slifer editions, are both here. So, first straight off the bat here, Obelisk, the Tormentor. Of course, has to be the headliner in the deck, right? Like, it would make no sense for Obelisk not to be in here. Alright, so what are we getting here? Soul Crossing. So during the main phase, immediately after this effect resolves, you contribute summon one Divine Beast monster. When you contribute a monster your opponent controls, even though you do not control them. But if you tribute summon this way, apply this effect. Till the end of this turn, after this card resolves, you can only activate one card or effect per turn, not counting the effects of Divine Beast monsters. You can only activate one Soul Crossing per turn. So basically, you activate this, you gain the full ability to tribute your opponent's cards, which then will put you in a better advantage situation, which is what you want. Then we got Fist of Fate. This card's activation effect cannot be negated. Easy peasy, right? If you control a monster with the original name Obelisk or Tormentor, negate the effects of one effect monster your opponent controls, and if you do, destroy it. And if you do that for the rest of this turn, the effects of that monster, as well as the activated effects and effects on the field with monsters that same name, nada. Alright, all negated. If you activated this card during the main phase, you can apply this effect, destroy all spell and trap cards your opponent controls. You can only play one of these once per turn. Alright, so that's pretty good. Let's see, we also got Divine Evolution here. So, this is the one that basically in the anime, or excuse me, in the manga allows Obelisk to rank up to Ra's divinity. It's kind of interesting, actually. So this card's activation effect cannot be negated. Choose one monster you control whose original type is Divine Beast, and or whose original name is the Wicked Avatar, Wicked Dreadroot, or Wicked Eraser. Except a monster already affected by Divine Evolution. It gains 1,000 attack and defense. Its effects, activations, and activated effects cannot be negated, and it gains the following effect. When this card declares an attack, you can make your opponent send one monster they control to the graveyard of their choice. Okay. It's actually pretty interesting. Man, we got a whole lot in here. We got level resist wall in here as well. If a monster or monsters you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, target one of those monsters, special summon monsters from your deck in defense position, so the combined levels equal the level of that monster, but negate their effects. You can only activate one level resist wall per turn. Okay, we're also getting Angel 1 in here. So you can special summon this card from your hand by revealing a level 7 or higher monster from your hand. You can only special summon one Angel 01 once per turn this way. While you control a special summon card, tribute one level 7 or higher monster in attack position during your main phase, in addition to your normal summoner sets. This just extends things out. What else we got in here? Number manga, of course, the old classic. Bazoo getting a reprint. Mr. Cyber Dragon, Hardened Arm Dragon. Okay. We see that we're finally getting Super Nimble Mega Hamster on another reprint. It's good stuff. Mandragora, Photon Saber Tiger, Evil Swarm Salamandra. Okay. Let's see here. We're getting Ra's Disciple, Unmasked Dragon, Mare. Really? Huh. We're getting really? This is where they're excuse me? Well, first up, we're getting Gizmek reprints in here, which is actually a good thing. What is it? The next set, Dawn, we're getting that Gizmek theme. So, it would make sense for them to reprint them in here, but that's pretty good, straight off the bat. Alright. Harpy's frickin' Feather Duster gets a reprint here. This has been another much-needed reprint that we needed. Hopefully, this should be in common printing for this structure deck. So this will be good. Brain Control with its Errata, Monster Reborn, Avarice, Double Summon. Both forbidden cards. Ooh, all three are in here. Okay, we're also getting Supply Squad, Monarch Stormforth. For a fully loaded structure deck, this isn't bad. Call the Haunted, cloning, basically because this is a Kaiba structure deck, so it would make sense to have cloning. And Drowning Mirror Force, all wrapped up into one structure deck. Man, straight off the bat, this one's not looking too bad. I'm actually kind of curious as to what rarity the Obelisk will be in the structure deck. Whether or not it's going to be, you know, a nice mosaic foil, an ultra rare, you know, a super. Like, there's a lot of cool options that'll be available to that. So we'll come back and look at this and compare it here in a second. Next up, the Slifer structure deck. Egyptian god Slifer, the Sky Dragon. Oh boy. So, in this structure deck, you also get the Slifer, you also get the Soul Crossing, and then we also get Thunder Force attack in here. This card's activation effect cannot be negated. If you control a monster whose original name is Slifer the Sky Dragon, destroy as many face-up monsters your opponent controls as possible. Then if you activated this during the main phase, you will gain the following effect. Draw cards equal to the number of monsters destroyed by this effect and sent to the opponent's graveyard. And you can only attack with one monster this turn that you activate this effect. That's fine. The biggest gimmick that this card gives us is we literally get this super huge draw power here. All right, your opponent's got 5 cards, you got a Slifer on the field, draw 5 cards. Oh, I just suddenly have 5,000 attack points on my Slifer the Sky Dragon. I mean, hey, for an anime-esque gimmick deck, that's pretty cool. All right, next up we got the Ultimate Divine Beast. So, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can discard 1 spell or trap card, target 1 Divine Beast monster in your graveyard, splash summon in defense position. Okay, then you can change the attack target to it. During the end phase, if you control a Divine Beast monster, you can destroy all face-up cards your opponent controls that activated their effects this turn. It's basically when you hit end phase, it's when, you know, the poor monster has to go back to the graveyard, because they all have that effect of, they go poof. Alright, sadly. But that's actually not bad. We're also getting, really, Millennium Seeker found his way in here. Okay, I figured we would have like a special set for this stuff, but alright. When you take 1,000 or more battle or effect damage, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can target 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard, except a monster with question mark attack. Your opponent can choose 1 monster from their deck, except a monster with question mark attack, and if they chose not to, or if the targeted monster has the highest attack, then the chosen monster, special summon the target to your field, and if you do, shuffle the chosen monster back into the deck. Otherwise, your opponent adds a chosen monster to the hand. Alright, interesting effect on this, but it is shoddy here. And they're also getting Tellus, the little angel here. So if this card is sent from your monster zone to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Tellus Wing token. Alright, while you control a Tellus Wing token, you can banish this card from a graveyard, and 1 spell from your hand, special summon 2 Tellus Wing tokens. Also, you can special summon for the rest of this turn from your hand, or except from your hand. Sure, that's fine. You want to beam out your Egyptian gods, you can do it, alright? The big thing here is these basically give you abilities to produce more tokens and larger boards. So what are our reprints in here? So Breaker, Barbaros, Nine-Tailed Beast, that's kind of interesting, Phantom Sky Blaster, Caligo gets another good reprint. That's actually awesome. Since we're basically a Yugi-themed deck, Electromagnetic Turtle has to be in here. Sure. Scapegoat is in here. Okay. Ooh, Arima gets a reprint. Okay, this has been much needed. Okay. Duke Shade the Sinister Shadow Lord. Okay. Clock Wyvern. Reactor Slime also gets a reprint. We're getting another Harpy. Both of these decks have Harpy's Feather Dusters. Konami went out of their way and dumped this in both structure decks. Wow. Book of the Moon finds its reprint in here as well. It's kind of nice. Econ. Another reprint of Pot of Avarice. Monarchs is in here. Supply Squad. Card Advance gets a reprint here. The True Name also gets a reprint here. We've been waiting on that for a little while. Lair of Darkness gets a reprint. Even though this just had one, but alright. Draw Fate also gets a reprint here. That was needed. Mirror Force, Reckless Greed, Metal Reflect Slime, really? Okay. Huh. So overall, both of these decks, you're going to find Soul Crossing in both of them, and you're going to find 4 new cards per deck, the way it looks. Same thing over here with Kaiba. You get Divine Upgrade, and then the 2 other new floating cards from this. Overall, these decks look very solid, and I'm actually very excited to see what more we will see from these in the future here, whether or not it be new support, long-term value. But to be honest with you, the fact that we got such good value wrapped up into these, including the new cards, this is how a structure deck, I think, should look in terms of value. But guys, please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Smash the ever-living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. And I will see your beautiful faces back here later on in the day with a whole lot more content. All right, guys, have a good rest of your day. Peace out. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.